What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a minute, but we're here. In this video, we're gonna be going over my new setup. If you don't know, over quarantine, I've picked up streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/QueasyKez. Basically, we're gonna be breaking down my entire streaming setup that I built. I built all of it for under $3,000. That includes my monitors, my mic, my peripherals, my stands, lights, desk, and yes, even my PC. All for under $3,000. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, I have my Acer monitor. It's a 60 hertz monitor that I got on Amazon for about $120. This is my first gaming monitor that I got when I was still playing on Xbox, so that's why I only needed 60 frames. And then I upgraded to an HP 25X 144 hertz monitor that I got at Best Buy on sale for about $170. The camera that I use for streaming is a Sony a5100 mirrorless camera that I got at Best Buy for about $400, and then with the dummy battery, it was like $28 on Amazon. So in total, about $430 for my camera. And it uses the kit lens, so 3.5, 16 to 50. And next we have my dual monitor stand that I got on Amazon. I believe it's the one that most people are getting nowadays, the Vivo, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but that cost me around $40. And I also had to get a Versa mount for my Acer monitor because they didn't have the VESA mount, so I needed to get the adapter, and that was like another 25 bucks. The microphone I use is a USB microphone. I got on Amazon for about 50 bucks. It's the Tonor MC777. It's been super solid for me. I throw a noise gate on my stream anyway, and it's been pretty solid for me. I've been using it thus far. Microphone mount that I got from Amazon again. My setup's basically built by Amazon. I think it's the newer one, or it's Fifine. I'm not 100% sure, I'm not 100% sure, but that my arm was about 15 bucks actually, so I got it for really cheap. My keyboard is an Anpro 2 that I got from their website. I got the Gateron Red switches, I believe, and that was about $100. My mouse I got on Amazon. It is a Razer Death Adder Essential, and that was like a $30 mouse. Mouse pad that I got a long time ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, is SteelSeries. I think I got that for like 20 bucks at Fry's when I was in Sacramento one time. I feel like I have to say this because it kind of is important. I'm originally a console player. I played on Xbox my entire life, and then when I switched over to PC, I did it mainly for streaming, so I didn't think that I would be playing a lot of PC games, so I didn't think that my peripherals would have mattered that much. That's why I got a super cheap mouse, and then I just got a gaming dedicated keyboard that was relatively cheap because I don't want to spend that much money, because just the whole switching from console to PC, it was like, I like using my controller and stuff like that. But I ended up now maining PC, keyboard and mouse. My headset that I use are Astro A10s. I got these from my brother, but overall these are like, I think they're not that expensive. They're like 40, 50 bucks, I think. And the lights that I use is this ring light that I got from Amazon that I just wall mounted, along with this studio light that I use for like photo shoots and stuff like that. So I got this, my whole light rig that I got as a full set is around 70 bucks. This light right here was around 25. So yeah, that was only about like less than $100 for the lighting setup. But keep in mind that this light stand is what I use for photo shoots and stuff, so you wouldn't really have to go that crazy with it. As you can tell, I like My Hero Academia, my favorite anime, so hence the Deku and the Todoroki. My desk was built basically by IKEA. I got the, I don't remember, I think it's the linen countertop that I actually had to cut down because it was too long. But that, along with an Alex desk, and then a couple of the legs that are from IKEA, my desk was about $160. And now, what you guys really care about is my PC build. My PC case that I have is the NZXT 510i. I know, super basic, but yep, that's the case that I have. I got it in the white because it's super sleek. A couple NZXT fans back there. My motherboard is actually an MSI X570 with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. I have a GeForce 1660 Ti graphics card along with a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU and 16 gigs of RAM. And all of that was cost me, and then with an 850 power supply and a terabyte of Intel SSD, and that ran me about $1,400. And I know people are gonna comment and talk about how expensive the build is for the parts and stuff like that. Keep in mind, I built this during quarantine, so all the parts were kind of price gouged and stuff like that, so I had to make do with what I could, and it came out to be 14, and I think that's not bad of a price. Okay, so now that that's done, now we can do some math. So with my PC costing around $1,400, my camera costing about $428, give or take, my 2 monitors, which cost $300, my keyboard for $100, my mouse for $30, headset for $40, lights for $100, dual monitor stand for $65, my desk for $160, my arm for $15, and my microphone for $50. That comes out to about $2,700 with all my cable accessories, so like my cable management stuff, and then fun accessories like my Funko Pops, and everything above my desk, the shelf for above my desk that I showed in the montage with the sign and all that. The entire setup actually comes down to a whopping, boom, $3,000. Less than $3,000. I built this entire setup over the course of from March till about March, April, May, June, July, August, about 6 months. I work part-time, go to school full-time, so I built it in little pieces and stuff like that. The only thing I bought that was all at one time was obviously my PC. So it is definitely doable. For this build, to me it seems super budget because I know that I don't have the best quality like monitors, the graphics card and stuff like that. But for a single PC streaming and gaming setup, it has worked wonders for me. I'm able to game at 144 Hertz while streaming at 1080 60 frames without any drop frames. Luckily I have good internet, so my bitrate is super high. But other than that, it has done wonders, and I plan to do a little bit of upgrades here and there over time. It shows that you don't need an extravagant setup in order to get a good quality stream going. Under $3,000, most people expect to spend $5,000 to $10,000 for entire setup, but this is $3,000, and that includes my desk and all of my accessories and my peripherals and stuff like that. So I think it's really great, and it works for me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, leave a like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that YouTube jazz. If you have any questions about my build or my setup as a whole, or you just want to come hang out, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and random times of the day that are a secret. Around 5 p.m. PST, twitch.tv/QueasyKez. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.